Athens, a city often described as the cradle of Western civilization, is now undergoing a transformation that could reshape its urban identity for decades to come. Known for its deep historical roots, monuments like the Parthenon, and philosophical legacy, Greece's capital is now trying to reclaim modern relevance to the largest urban redevelopment project in Europe. This transformation isn't just about tall towers or luxury housing. This is about reviving a tired city with green space, sustainability, and a reimagined urban future. One of the centerpieces of this bold endeavor is the tallest skyscraper Greece has ever seen, but that's just a small fraction of the entire plan. Unlike Dubai's luxury developments that rise from the desert with little green around them, the Greek mega project is all about integrating nature with cutting-edge architecture. Let's take a closer look at this ambitious project, called the Ellinikon, to assess whether it truly lives up to its grand promise, and if it can truly offer a European counterpoint to destinations like Dubai. Even without the Acropolis in the background, you can recognize Athens from a single glance. Its landscape defined by bright stone buildings, consistent heights, and a maze of concrete structures. Although modern technology like billboards and drones have woven themselves into the daily rhythm, much of Athens still feels like an open-air museum. Historically, Greeks placed high value on communal spaces like agora, large public forums used for discussions, markets, and gatherings. However, modern Athenians often find it challenging to locate a shady, peaceful space in the bustling city. Surprisingly, only about 11% of Athens' surface is covered with trees, making it one of the least green capitals in Europe. That's especially concerning for the southernmost continental capital of the continent, where temperatures often soar. In fact, in 2007, Athens endured extreme heat waves with temperatures peaking at 44.8 Celsius. Compounding the issue, the forest areas surrounding Athens have been severely affected by wildfires. Nearly a quarter of the surrounding mountain greenery has disappeared in just 6 years. As a response, city officials have rolled out plans to plant 25,000 trees over 5 years, but Athens still lags far behind other major European cities in environmental planning. The city's population explosion hasn't helped either. In the early 1800s, Athens was barely a village with around 4,000 inhabitants. Today, the urban sprawl accommodates nearly 3 million people. Urban planning simply couldn't keep up with this rapid growth. A quick glance at satellite imagery reveals just how dense and gray the city's become. This is where the Ellinikon project comes in, aiming to become the lungs of the city and bring back balance between built space and nature. Contrary to popular belief, Ellinikon isn't a new, independent city, but a massive neighborhood redevelopment located in Athens' southern suburbs. It's being built on the site of the city's defunct international airport, a 6.2 square kilometer plot nearly the size of the Gibraltar. The nickname Ellinikon itself means Greek or Hellenic, a symbolic gesture to link this futuristic urban hub with the country's ancient identity. The plans are ambitious. The site will host a vibrant mix of residential buildings, office spaces, cultural venues, sports complexes, schools, shopping centers, and hotels, essentially creating a complete urban ecosystem. Among its flagship features will be the tallest skyscraper in Greece and the entire Mediterranean region, known as the Riviera Tower. This 200-meter rise will offer panoramic views of the city and sea, serving as a symbol of Athens. Around it, 6,500 new apartments will be constructed. The development also includes 2.5 square kilometers of green open space, roughly 75% of the size of Central Park in New York City. To give you an idea of the scope, Central Park has 18,000 trees. Ellinikon aims to plant 31,000 trees from 86 native species, along with over 1 million Mediterranean shrubs and plants. That's not just an upgrade, it's a monumental greening effort that will increase the city's overall green space by 44%, a huge leap forward. So far, over 900 trees and 880,000 regional plants have already been planted. That's an impressive start for a project that only broke ground a few years ago. It seems odd that such massive plots of prime coastal real estate remained largely unused for 2 decades. The area, formerly the main airport of Athens, ceased operations in 2001 when the new airport opened. In the year that followed, the land was used sporadically, first for the 2004 Summer Olympics, then as a temporary refugee center. In 2005, an international competition attracted over 300 architecture firms to submit designs for turning the old airport into a massive public park. But soon after, the global financial crisis hit, and Greece was among the worst affected nations. At its lowest point, Greece owed $333 billion and was forced into extreme austerity measures. Investments dried up, property values plunged, and redevelopment projects like Ellinikon were frozen. It wasn't until 2014 that the project gained momentum, again when the Lambda development, one of Greece's biggest developers, secured rights to build the new district. Even then, formal ownership wasn't transferred until 2021. Construction of Ellinikon is now well underway. The first phase, which includes residential towers, parks, shopping areas, and part of the beachfront promenade, is set to be completed by the end of 2026. The full project should wrap up by 2037. One of the main attractions will be the largest shopping mall in Greece, located in the eastern section. Meanwhile, on the western edge, Hard Rock International is building a resort and casino complex valued at $1.5 billion. Add to that a 1.5-kilometer stretch of beachfront, world-class marinas, luxury hotels, and you start to understand why this area is being dubbed the Athens Riviera. The Ellinikon Experience Park already is partially open to the public, and it's a huge hit. Greece is getting big on tourism and taking notes from places like Dubai, Doha, and Abu Dhabi. These cities draw year-round travelers thanks to luxury experiences and jaw-dropping architecture. Greece, with its rich culture and Mediterranean charm, is now positioning itself as a shorter, more accessible version. Athens currently receives around 6.4 million tourists annually. With the addition of Ellinikon, that number could rise by an extra 1 million each year. A major advantage of Athens is that it's within a 4-hour flight from most of Europe. However, matching Dubai's scale is a tall order, especially when it boasts Burj Khalifa and the Palm Islands. For Greece, the most lucrative aspect of Ellinikon is likely its real estate. Foreign investors are lining up to secure luxury apartments and investing over $500,000 and qualifying it for Greece's Golden Visa program. This grants residency rights and eventually an EU passport. Commercial space is also filling up fast. In Ellinikon's northeastern business district, over 2/3 of retail and office space have already been leased. While Ellinikon may never reach Dubai's scale or spectacle, it really doesn't have to. Its strength lies in being something different. A green, livable, connected urban district in the heart of one of Europe's most historic cities. This development marks a turning point, a major one, not just for Athens, but for Greece's image on the world stage. For the first time in decades, the country is showcasing not just its past, but a bold, ambitious future. So, what do you think? Is Ellinikon the beginning of a new era for Athens, and would you consider visiting or even investing in the Athens Riviera? Let us know your thoughts, and as always, thanks for watching.